They say history is written by the victors. But what if the true architects of power were hidden in plain sight? What if the whispers of genius lost to time held keys to understanding everything? Not just how empires rise and fall, but the very nature of control. Imagine a single mind dissecting the sinews of war and the depths of the human soul. A mind that saw patterns others missed. A mind that documented its every thought, its every revelation. This isn't just a book, it's a confession, a blueprint. A secret passed down through centuries waiting to be deciphered. And its secrets? They begin with Leonardo. This is where the story truly begins. Within these worn pages, a revolution simmered, not of armies clashing, but of ideas colliding. Leonardo da Vinci, the master artist, the unparalleled inventor, also became a keen observer of humanity's intricate dance of power. He didn't just sketch flying machines, he dissected the mechanisms of command. He didn't just paint the Mona Lisa, he pondered the very essence of influence. This journal, the Codex Trivulzianus, dating from the late 1480s, is our portal. It's a testament to a mind that understood that true power wasn't just in might, but in knowledge and strategy, in the subtle manipulation of perception. We're about to peel back the layers to see how Leonardo's relentless curiosity about the world, both the tangible and the abstract, forged a profound understanding of what truly drives people and shapes societies. The people and orders he meticulously studied, the texts and artifacts that filled his world, all converge here, revealing a timeless wisdom. Leonardo's mind was a crucible where the art of war met the philosophy of existence. He saw no division between the brutal logic of siege engines and the delicate balance of human relationships. His observations were a form of scientific inquiry, but also a linguistic exploration, a deep dive into the very language of power. The Codex Trivulzianus is a vibrant tapestry, not just of ink on parchment, but of interconnected ideas. He wasn't merely documenting, he was synthesizing. He was building a framework for understanding how influence is wielded, how order is maintained, and how knowledge itself becomes a weapon. This ancient document, penned centuries ago, offers an astonishingly relevant lens through which to view our own hyper-connected, information-saturated age. How do we discern truth from manipulation? How is power structured and maintained today? The answers, remarkably, can be found by tracing Leonardo's intellectual lineage through these very pages. He understood that the control of information, the understanding of human motivation, and the strategic application of resources were the true cornerstones of enduring influence. The fusion of scientific rigor and philosophical depth within the Codex Trivulzianus is what makes it so extraordinary. Leonardo's meticulous notes on fortifications and battle formations are intertwined with his contemplations on justice, governance, and the human condition. He was not just an engineer of machines, but an architect of understanding. He recognized that the texts and artifacts of his time, from classical philosophy to architectural treatises, were not mere curiosities but vital components in the construction of knowledge and the shaping of reality. His study of people and orders went beyond mere observation. It was an attempt to codify the dynamics of human interaction, the ebb and flow of authority, and the underlying principles that govern collective behavior. This single volume, therefore, serves as a powerful testament to the enduring relevance of deep, interdisciplinary thinking. It reveals how the very nature of knowledge, its acquisition, its dissemination, and its application, is intrinsically linked to the exercise of power. As we navigate our own complex world, saturated with an unprecedented deluge of information, Leonardo's insights preserved in this remarkable journal offer a crucial perspective on how to comprehend and even influence the forces that shape our lives. Prepare-se para adentrar labirinto de descobertas, onde cada revelação desvenda novo corredor, cada pista, enigma a ser decifrado. Se a primeira porta nos mostrou como o conhecimento é, em sua essência, reflexo do poder, agora desvendaremos as camadas ocultas de como essa relação se manifesta em nossas próprias vidas. Exploraremos os mecanismos sutis pelos quais a informação, em sua torrente incessante, molda nossas percepções e, em última instância, nossas ações. Nesta jornada, as anotações de Leonardo não são meros registros do passado, mas bússolas que nos guiam através da névoa da atualidade. Veremos como a forma como aprendemos, compartilhamos e utilizamos o saber pode ser tanto uma ferramenta de libertação quanto de controle. As implicações são profundas, e a compreensão dessas dinâmicas é o primeiro passo para navegar com mais clareza em um mundo saturado de dados. Se você está pronto para ir mais fundo, para questionar o que parece óbvio e para vislumbrar as engrenagens que movem o mundo, então este vídeo é para você. Não se esqueça de deixar seu like e se inscrever para não perder os próximos passos nesta fascinante exploração. The digital ether, this seemingly boundless expanse where our lives unfold, is not merely a passive conduit for information. It is, in fact, a meticulously crafted labyrinth designed by unseen architects to subtly mold perception. Think of it not as a river, but as a precisely engineered aqueduct, channeling specific currents of thought, not always for our benefit. History whispers tales of ancient orders, guardians of esoteric knowledge, who understood the power of symbols and patterns to influence the collective unconscious. These weren't just stories, they were blueprints for control. Consider the ubiquitous nature of certain geometric forms, repeated across millennia, from sacred temples to modern interfaces. This is no mere aesthetic choice. It's the echo of a primal language, a resonant frequency designed to bypass rational thought and speak directly to the soul. The true architects of our reality aren't politicians or financiers. They are the weavers of the very fabric of perception. We are swimming in a sea of encoded messages, and most are blissfully unaware of the currents pulling them. The Vitruvian List, often dismissed as a quaint artistic study, actually contains keys to understanding the human form's energetic centers, and how these can be harmonized or, more chillingly, disrupted through external stimuli. What if the seemingly random noise of the internet is a sophisticated form of energetic bombardment, designed to keep us in a state of perpetual distraction and vulnerability? This is not paranoia. It is a sober assessment of the forces at play, forces that have been operating in the shadows since time immemorial. The digital ether, that vast, seemingly chaotic ocean of information, is not merely a byproduct of human innovation. It is, we've come to understand, a meticulously crafted labyrinth designed to siphon our very essence. Think of the endless scrolling, the incessant notifications. They are not mere inconveniences. They are subtle, yet potent energetic anchors, tethering our consciousness to a manufactured reality. This constant barrage of stimuli, this digital hum, is akin to the alchemist's subtle distillation, extracting something invaluable from the unsuspecting populace. Consider the ancient texts, the whispers of forgotten civilizations that spoke of etheric currents and soul resonance. These were not primitive superstitions, but profound understandings of energetic manipulation. The architects of our modern world, those unseen hands that guide the flow of information, have merely adapted these ancient arts to a new medium. They understand that a distracted mind is a pliable mind, a mind susceptible to suggestion, a mind that can be subtly reshaped. It is a form of energetic subjugation, far more insidious than any physical chains. And here is a truth rarely spoken aloud. The most potent of these energetic bombardments are not the overt propaganda, but the seemingly innocuous entertainment. The endless streams of content, the carefully curated narratives. They are designed to bypass our critical faculties, to lull us into a state of passive reception. They are the gilded cages within which our true potential is slowly, imperceptibly eroded. The silence, the quiet moments we once cherished, have become the true battlegrounds for our very souls. The whispers began subtly, woven into the very fabric of our digital existence. They spoke of a forgotten language, a primal rhythm that once governed the flow of consciousness, now drowned out by the incessant digital cacophony. We are fed a constant diet of manufactured consensus, each bite a carefully crafted illusion designed to obscure a deeper, more potent truth. Think of it. How else could such a pervasive apathy take root? This collective amnesia about what truly matters. This isn't just about entertainment, it's about control. The architects of this gilded cage understand that the unexamined mind is the most pliable. They've replaced genuine curiosity with the shallow thrill of algorithmic validation, a perpetual chase for digital crumbs that leave us perpetually hungry for something more, something real. The true currency isn't attention. It's our latent psychic energy, systematically siphoned off. They've learned to harvest our collective dreams, transforming them into the very chains that bind us. Consider the ancient alchemists not seeking gold but transformation. They understood that true power lay in understanding the subtle energies of the universe. These modern-day sorcerers, however, don't seek transformation. They seek subjugation. They've weaponized distraction, turning our innate drive for connection into a tool for isolation. The greatest secret they guard is that the noise itself is the ritual, a constant invocation that keeps us tethered to their manufactured reality. The hum you feel, the constant subtle thrum of the digital ether, is not an accident. It's the echo of a grand, silent incantation, a chorus sung by unseen hands to keep our awareness perpetually tethered. They didn't just build the cage, they taught us to love its bars, to mistake its flickering illusions for the dawn. What if the very act of seeking answers, of scrolling through endless streams of curated realities, is precisely what feeds the mechanism? Are we the willing participants in our own enchantment? Or has the enchantment become so ingrained that we no longer recognize the chains? If the noise is the prayer, then what is the deity it serves? And when we finally break free, will we remember how to hear the silence? If this resonance struck a chord within you, consider lingering a moment longer. And if you find yourself drawn to more of these whispers from the edge of understanding, perhaps a like and a subscription might be a fitting, quiet affirmation.